morning to you all. I want to believe each and everyone is doing well. We thank God for another brand new day. It's a brand new week. Today, it's a holiday for Muslims. And I want to believe that you are home watching me. My name is Omanhene Yaw Adu-Boakye. I just want you to understand that all is well. No matter the situation you find yourself, be strong and know that God is in control and things shall definitely be well. From now to 10 o'clock when we make way, 7 o'clock will come your way with Ade Kyeɛ Sports. A program you're watching is Ade Kyeɛ. Anope, bimamu nyina chimakwaba. Bidin your mind Yaw Adu-Boakye, your man in the morning. Free Samria, ekopem nondu. Abidja foba betrasina me adwene your mind Ghana ho. Na afei ye de agudi ho nsem so biri no so kono brighto ebeba no de aba kwakwa sante eboa hasan so na de aboa ma enso so atenase na nkomodie ni nyina ehya ase se omampani John Dramani Mahama eko takratwene in the Owia from Plain South District na de no koye wo honomo initiative bia wo de atudwa na breaking ground for the construction of Ghana's First Farmer Service Center. Na afino omayen say 11 farmer service centers ena omo ebebiano, but 50 centers nationwide. The plan is to expand to 50 locations across all the 16 regions of Ghana. Na centers idea juma and ekodie mechanized farming services, tractors, have combined harvesters, plows, input supplies, seeds, fertilizers, extension and advisory service, soil testing, any storage facilities. Eti obabo from na sanyema we shasi no. Enya center isi won ma so kwa koto buru anase okoto eye aduane ewo honomo. Yadra it is adia ekoma ekwiafo support. Yentere omampani John Dramani Mahama kai.
Nesi afia etwemu a echese Nesi afia etwemu a echese eduane bebu ya ekwafo bebre aboka nti fertilizer ya kra se afiwei ye de bema ekwafo normally ye demand omo at subsidized price ye teso na omutia kakra enso ne esi ye nti a ekwafo bebere aboka no makacha Minister of Agriculture say fertilizer no onfama ekwafo no free of charge. And if we yan ton fertilizer no mamu, ya de be mamu free. Sene be ya mo betimi atemoka no so.
Enti ekwiafo fertilizers no de ejai. I just say nije nkwa. Or say or share the cost of production afiwe near there. Or kase ye tama omo a omo ba hamti. A major component of farming and agriculture no. Why they na was also there to just say contractors Sonitra and Chebia ombe construction of a bridge across the river Apram na Sonitra for ena omoni omo asise sa dwumadi no say omo eme construct a bridge across the river Apram said the bear a mema accessibility new road any akwan ayadea ebeyemre ama Afram place for yentie omampani John Mama
Say nra yenkrofo ni bi eba no omo say omo duru echi amam from a omo fro pantoon no say pantoon no engine ba ko pe na ye adwuma ene say engine no agi nsem free ena ensuo ena de pantoon ekoi say fishermen na di omo canoes ni omo outboard motors ko train pantoon no by ne say nti me share mo bo abra ye campaign na eye me ahoho a eye me anije se me ka kire mo se contractor mekaeɛ no yɛde ama contractor no enche bia mobɛhu sɛ contractor bɛba yɛbɛsi bridge mu no near you pantu na free hɔ enti saa contract no yɛde ama company a yɛfrɛ ɔmo Sonitra mumu bebree ate ɔmo nka ɔmo nim ɔmo adwuma enti enche bia ɔmbɛba na ɔmo ahyɛ ase esi bridge no.
We also told His Excellency the President will be leading Ghana's delegation to UN Special Session on Reparatory Justice. Now, what is that reparatory justice? President John Mahama will leave Accra on Monday, which is today, for New York and Pennsylvania for a historic visit centered on reparatory justice and the commemoration of victims of the transatlantic slave trade. The president will convene and deliver the keynote address at a high-level special event on reparatory justice at the United Nations headquarters on Tuesday. The event on the theme reparatory justice for the trafficking of enslaved Africans and the racialized chattel enslavement of Africans will bring together world leaders and high-level dignitaries to address this critical matter of historical injustice. On Wednesday, the President will address the UN General Assembly during the International Day of Remembrance of the Victims of Slavery and the Transatlantic Slave Trade. President will present Ghana's position, which has been adopted by the African Union, on a landmark resolution to declare the trafficking of enslaved Africans and the racialized chattel enslavement of Africans as the grievous crime against humanity. This visit will commence with a solemn wreath-laying ceremony at the African Burial Grounds Memorial in New York on Tuesday, paying tribute to the memory of enslaved Africans. President Mahama's itinerary includes a visit to Lincoln University in Pennsylvania, where he will deliver a keynote speech and engage the Ghanaian community at Temple University. Assembly Felix Kwachio Fosu MP and government communication minister and Odin Semi Tuja. Reparatory. African bebree as see African Union ajatum say e was say ewiase emma Ghana ene abibrem compensation. E kwan omo fa so tam ye nananom ekoye a omo enslave omo ye omo nkoa de call omo emfuo mu koye adwuma banana farms ne other farms ne ade na omo di bi koye nkoa ma omo kotsan tromo fie ko som omo no. And it is supposed to be the greatest crime against humanity. Now, we are seeing into no mutuminya day into one among. So we say never again that any human being will be enslaved by another human being. Until UN General Assembly no Omanhene Kwa will lead Ghana's delegation. Now Omako here presentation. I will say a basi yitiaka. Obekaya, the Holocaust, Israel, Omo etimia compensate Israel heavily. I no crowd in we are seeing Germans, and Omukum 6 million, we are told, Jews in concentration camps. Omutimi di omu rem ne chejato na omu shinipa. Adolf Hitler, on any henchmen, they did a lot. And so and no more way. MPP support drops to 25% as NDC rises to 46%. Global Info Analytics no the other two just say. Okwa bontin se okwa akobisa Ghana say MPP for nipa saying they said that eju omudi said that eta omachia. Na NDC ebrebi na omo ewo 58. Eswati aba 46. MPP for so Ade adrop aba 22. Ena NDC the no kosoro ana NDC rises to 46. No. I think the NDC has rather risen. Give me the distant word. I am a bit on edge here. What does the green represent? and swing regions. So the national, they've risen to 46. And the swing regions, they've gone up. And national, no, MPP, 25%. And ABBA 22 on the swing regions. And MPP, NDC, national 46. And Akoso swing regions, maybe. Okay. I think I got it right. Okay. Info analytics na dia betuja. And what I say 9.6 here undisclosed. Floating voter 16 point. That's 10. 7 and a 9.7. Okay. What is this thing telling us? We'll look at that. 5.2. Let's move on. 2.6 million businesses now operating in Ghana. 2.6 million businesses now operating in Ghana. Nearly 30% in open spaces. Ghana Statistical Service. And for
open space business, GPS coordinates were taken to capture the exact location of each business. To safeguard reliability, a structured multi-tier data quality system operated at the national, regional, and district levels, continuously verifying accuracy and consistency throughout the data collection process. For mobile businesses, special hotspots across the country were identified and enumerated during peak operating period. Now let us look at some of the key findings. The survey identified about 2.64 million businesses in Ghana. Out of these, 693,748, or 26%, operate in open spaces, while 82,920, or 3%, are mobile businesses. Open space businesses are a major source of livelihoods. They employ over 922,000 people nationwide, and nearly 80% of the workers are women. Most of these businesses are Ghanaian-owned, with over 99% operated by Ghanaians. Retail trade dominates the sector. About 68% of open space businesses sell food and beverages, providing essential goods to households every day. However, earnings remain modest.
Dr. Alasa, Edasi. Alexander Fenyo Maken, Edom Kuma Banoni, na Ode tu jase Gutafo. Will show more that the new patriotic party's commitment to improving its performance if given another opportunity to govern. Also say, Omunya Kwambi di Jume Biu say Omu Ebefa or Mino Akunya Kessiana. Say don't be see a bro Gutafo.
We've been in government before. Governance does not mean you should just obstruct them, but be constructive and engage and prove to the people that you are on alternative government. You are ready when given the chance to make it better. So it's a reason why on the instructions of our flag bearer, we are here. So don't be worried at all. Of course, we made mistakes, but if you look at even the concerns that were raised by VIP and Mr. President on the assurances by the President that you would be giving some capital support, you realize that it was around that time, 2022, that the financial crisis hit us so bad. And the countries have had to go for a bailout. This issue about DDP, sometimes they can make a political statement, sweeping statement, and say that we mismanaged the economy. I'm not here to say that we didn't make mistakes. That would be too much on the roof. No. Obviously, in any government setup, there will be some mistakes. But largely, look at the way the economy was going, 17, 18, 19, then COVID struck. Now, nobody has asked this important question. That whole period, for almost 2 years, that businesses ceased, that trade had to stop, that government had to feed the poor, government had to pay public sector workers, government had to still put in place the institutional pillars to sustain the economy. Free SHS did not come to an end because of COVID. Student fees had to be paid. Students had to be fed in school. All the various policies that had been implemented prior to COVID had to still be implemented. So we did not lose our guards. However, the post-COVID, the challenges became obvious. At least we kept the lights on. So much as we concede on some of,
so they kicked you out, hoping against hope that you get the opportunity, you will do better. We hear these things day in and day out. Say, ebi mo ye aduane a omo de niema bi frafra aduane ni ade. It's this confession that we are, because a woman confesses using urine and feces to cook aduane. Or the ejanai ni Johnson yen aduane. Ah, or yes, a yedruana. Yentie. We use urine and feces to cook our food. Woman confesses. Anyway, when we get a video, we'll bring it out. But as I say, Asante Akwaba, good morning. Now I want to say, you be able to call.
Yes, Adam.
And then you look more black star.
The holiday, any animals that mean for that romantic holiday, maybe as soon as we.
Now, sir, okay. Yeah, now I want to say. Now, Adam Pacho, the air now show Mike no or no one, Samana.
Cook or no, I said, cook or no, yes.
Asante, yeah, more to say.
Yamiadum.
Pacho, maintain your boy my microphone. Still, our camera there. Aha. Yentie video no.
Tembia ya wadem. Ena nso pebe on se snow wo. Tembia ya wadem. Ena nso so adwale yentimi dwale ntantem.
Ena Ghana had a snow.
Nti mo sisa no mo de ewuram bia. Ebetimi ahai. Ena afesu me no. Ififreti yan kase pa sene se. Every Sunday, I just say,
until Jolly,
Jolly, ye jolly, na more na, and to me say and say, Yampen, a subia baby. Master Papa, Nipper, catchers on the Yamasa. No more at the Baji for, and I say a Babaji for. And there never be a Montias. And the our family no. Yeah, yeah, home, Bibiana. Some year reality. And our friends who are both why you can watch them say, Yabu in a binya, both what we did. Ah, a Jalia way one pet Jaliano, and till Bibiana, young home.
Asante, young share some more. That's why I bet me I may acquire for a day. These farming centers that Omanhene Yaw or they are swab from say ENC 11 and about 50 across 16 regions. I think in the next 4 years we should see those 50 farmers centers. Young baby, buy see silos. What's yes, yeah, buy you see a but a major thing is was here free fertilizers no yen chemekwa for. Na ebi mo say a strategic communication to bring down the tension at the cocoa farms. Sophie said, populism. But at the end of the day, by December, we are for fertilizer free. Sati omokaso. Wabe council. What do you see about yo? And maybe we are say fertilizer and a chance we are for nyebi. We have had issues where you say free so ukwa winyebi. Na ebi alodu eko bokina koton. We have had a whole lot of issues. Maminche was asking.
My made I say no pena, a phone, no more here we are precise summary. The Omanhene Mama can and I saw person. Which is a novelty in the agricultural sector. However, in the business sector, no make us about 2022 and 2023, Honorable Alan Kojoche Martin. Now do ya they be no person business centers be across the country. More money mun carry no more conca mutra police station and carry the isibunku. And never conisi wo me who so be timuda. Baby so now the idea was say a man for so business ideas. And my Bruno propose an but I can see that I've never seen its full use as
become a white elephant.
It's work for now. And the new commercial almost be other centers or my we see. O my dear man penny mama, I can't check your phone, which is a good check your phone on by Germany. Na we say, how is it going to be done? Say, o my just idea we are, ye mabun pure cane west. You bet my mom agree in particular. No. Ombenya
Mamin corner Afram Plain South a year DC Mosik stack me. Oh wow, so honorable Yamaje.
Yeah, no, me am patron am what to say.
Yo year now so
Miss me here pa.
O man pani the asabe form say farmer centers. Ye shall see o ho no mu. Eno no eye baako. De to so mienu eye panto. O se just say wo mo baako anka e fa wo mo. Na sia no wo mu be ye bridge e de ato afram so. Na every ho de to so miensa. Akuafo fertilizer just say Ghana nyina no ba mo na mo obeka no wo mo ho. Wadawroma bridge say ya ehun sunsuaso ema kuayo ene kroma no eyesei ena farmer centers yi so ehun sunsuaso ma kuayo ne sei.
Okay, ne at the time I mean farmer centers in the soup. Me chiatif nyina
Yeah, Joso.
na me sumi da mo asese mama makwanya semene mo ntwe nkoma o ma fidie yi so.
Okay.
Afram Plains in general there were two districts, Afram Plains North and Afram Plains South.
That's right.
Me were Afram Plains South. Oman penyin kwa na probo no was se obe Owia obe sisi farmer service centers.
Okay.
Ama districts ni nyina se na be ya farmers who be henha won. Nti onu se His Excellency John Dramani Mahama die wasi awoyo. Nti the promises ni na aja 3 days yabe piwo Afram Plains South the first farmer service center to be established in Ghana wabe katiso amaye na kwa wo mo ni se kwayo wa Afram Plains ade a ede yakoma so pa let me ask me bo aka say Afram Plains the food basket of Ghana. Na bibia biwa wa ha aburu ye yi wa ha mankan ye yi wa ha banchi ye yi wa ha bayre ye yi wa ha everything that be wa Afram Plains asase yi.
Okay.
Nti ehun abehia so be ba be start wa ha na ne emo a edi be ba ne se ebema farmers anya access to farm inputs.
Okay.
Also ye ha ne twansu konkokokoto we decide enu normal ne ya edi be ya fu because we say omo ha ne nyina no obi ani who say retailers nkwa na wa ha until obi turn a large quantity the person has to cross the lake to go and buy. It is a farmer service center ye ba inputs ne be wo ho e be available for them to buy at the lowest price. What in the can say?
Yes, yeah.
And now tractors ne wa ha no ye di adwuma na eswa.
Okay.
Individuals ne wa tractors. And now obi aso store tractor or the yen adwuma. And it is a ubi ni tractor obey the anya tractor kwa adwuma.
Okay.
In every farming season now very difficult for people to get access to tractor servicing.
Okay.
Especially more small scale farmers, more 5 acres, 10 acres, 20 acres. And it is a santa ba tractor si ba beguha. Na upe tractor service na no ase obekwa santa ho. Na negotiation bia wo kono na mo akwakoye, na mo akwadamo. Di mfaso bebre two ebe be employment. It's a huge project. Yang kwala benya adwumaye. Omo mo nim tractor, omo mo tibi sisi tractors. Omo mo beton enduru e wo ho no. Just a whole lot of things. Santa ne dey A1.
That's a tractors. Okay. Now bridge no. Yɛte panto akɔteatɔ nipa bi aprepre bi mkra hwere wɔ mo nkwa.
Panto ntintɔɛ ɛna obi aso hwere no nkwa. Adeɛ ne sɛ panto ɛte sɛ car. Oti ne meka na se. Car wo mo a betimi anya fault ana me boa. Ɛyɛ engine ɛyɛ machine na ɛyɛ adwuma. Enti ɛyɛ adwuma saa ɛpana ɛna break it down. And break it down no. On say no ɛyɛ floating enti break it down ɛtimi sin so saa. Enti wana wo ba no. Enti be break it down wa so no mfimfim. Enti na panto no aka sin so no so.
Okay.
The best thing is normally say basa ye pay engine boots. E be 4 or 5 na de akọ na ya twi de aba Sunaja. It is an ekobae. Pantu bia ko mimiye obia nguye. No.
Honorable Jamie, you are not getting me. Me say yet say edume bia panto etimi tishe, not the incident that happened.
Oh no. Pantu ntinhwe. Pantu the west in say ebia engine duma and from abebono akọ one side of the lake.
Okay.
What you say?
Okay.
Say pantu betia fidie there. It been sida and e be sorin sida.
Okay.
Enti eba no also already na Omanhene 2024 no aka say obeye Afram Prince Bridge and a Dambai Bridge.
Okay.
Enti na say e promise or be kan. Na oba pa wan so all kind state of nation address no okay.
Okay.
Dr. Tufosin honorable a kind of budget in the state of nation all kind of budget no ono so boss.
Okay.
Ti that say hihye nyina ada no kwan mu. Na Omanhene ba ya na asasa we susu besie no. Obi be ka say every misfortune is a blessing.
All right.
Nti eba asa no omana ne ko ho. Oka say or the ama contract already enche bia ba June die ombe cut short for the commencement of construction of bridge over the river from.
Yes, I asem de.
Was it?
Me see where the na say asem de e na aba.
Me see utie ni Afram place for ya boajo Omanhene so oh my Omanhene de ya papa o. Well, you're very good, excellent.
Okay. Moses, mami ponsi amado asi bibia ba be fro. Asante na okasa.
Na me kan say sa former centers na Omanhene person de ba no. The main thing is your extension officers nada. So omo na nka mi gise nka ye mo take over say omo timi si wi a. This would be our more extension officers in penny for the down nanka omo na ombe manage say na ma we. Na abo because omo de abanto mo karada. Probably they be a we na ntimi anya adwuma this business center no ntimi nya adwuma say a government going to recruit and employ new guys and will add more to the new wage bill. But we there were extension officer that on which I adwuma na beboa. O my we there a year he say ye dey need dey say Omanhene betimi dey osi aye wo yo na aboa. Me yin nya ho nko adwira ho nyina o kan say ho nya ombesisi sa farmer centers ni nyina aboa ma kwaya akoso. Kwaya so koso a wa wuni erekupoku na ni baji na atwa. But panto in there na mo kan o man. It's an interesting say what for hoda. I say dan isi so.
Yeah.
Na de na yehu say o man ye so wo mimi say me fa me twa me nika na say me nkofa anema bi akwakọ lodu enema bia ebia o man enipa ne ka ne eduane
ya Grace mo me empe panto ibi ntu jobu okra ye ka panto
mu bi da interesting
incident na see was it
Friday no
omo guy na ono no ko hobi no na picture bi ojire iso le cha otwa picture ewo ade no so o sha ojire iso na jasa it hu say picture bi eda
Boga take the mic too. It looks like we know here.
Enti o man o hwa panto no interesting ayi. O man
yeah, Thailand now so we movie
India so mo bia o mu de nkoi dada kra na we no Afram planes no o mo ba kon fa no queen no na ye o mo se no na atra ho achepa o mo tundin queen na duru ayi na duru ayi a cloudy time na o man ni so panto ni
okay. Okay.
Panto ni anti we no say
so when omo load cars ni go
now we on say
cross
na
wakofa o car
na wa car na asa kweso na wato aso na de tell say we no wo ye nipa na na tete soro say no sa edna sa abosa ho na tete na say cars na park form ndi say yen ye twa wo twa o man wo no say me wo menini ma enke it's so easy for me to cross over but we say ade huhu we pa me ne cars akasie we e baba tinamu
but ade we am ebi wa abrochire
it depends on the distance
it is something asante obi o free UK ko Germany omutimi fa see they load the cars na ebi a family nu kra no akọ resty te se ne soro hoyi no ba omu de na fe
ne se we kwie bai
omu de ne de yaw te se ne wo cruise bi ukodi digiju ahome ti after about 3 hours no na edura na why dey akofa o car
na o man we na tu a wabru so 20 minutes no eduru you know distance no wugina ha uhu ma wugina 3 ha na uhu
krono
me say what na say nam say we na communicate no transfer a slow acha 20 minutes you be who the next
na
wadru no asako for car no
e don say air bridge na is better
air bridge na wo ni niam wo ho ba ha wontem kra
e don so man panin so ayen hyehyeye say e ba sa no a wo be dey
e te kan duro na say atwam air bridge na so butwam ko street enti when dey say omutimi ya enke beboa ama akone abadie na edu ebobre no a queen no omutimi yira wo kakra no say ohun anim ye
ohun anim
omu eboni sinso no so sana
ohun panto
ohun anim wa wo de enam ship na ze panto no kono enti utimi yira utimi twa ho saa awaketwa no you know bo say we ne frakoso mbo enam so no so saa na ba bedru ho nti no interesting ya o me say go say ka palo du bayire pa frima donko krom ni maame krobo ho ba na woni ka te sade we so a ya ehu papa nti interest o mutimi ya ebeboa ma ja nipa ho no so transportation abom na koso hwehwe ya
ya mami tie kakra panto no na say ya na
ekunya ya me say ekunya buhu azenko
eti se akuta oti eyimu no so kokra wo
no
eti enwan so nam so sa na akwakosi na o baby na ya na de ehu ne yese articulator ne hwan no a ni nyina isi ade wi su bi na so
o ma hwese isi korinti o mu da ba be dura no ma ka no
o so ka
bi obi e ko na we be queen na
na so mu load cars no gum na nipa no go side
senka bridge ho no man ka car ne be fa bridge ne so
which I think say and this bridge is going to be a major project
we the akotebe to say is it the way you friend say ya benya to say adome bridge type ni bi enye ebia normal ebe to say adome bridge type ni bi ni bia
I'm the contractor solid for never bridge
no say anye sa dia ensuo ni nyensu kitwa wu nyensu kitwa na eda ho no musa no akuta so be kai ye call kwawu no emra ye call the other side na no mo ye tarmac na plane no ebisi no ye na mo ko no nsa se ensuo ni da ho ego sa ensuo yi na ye ka ho asem no
efa ho nyina
kosa
afram no
yes afram
I remember he mentioned it
yes o ze bisan se na de na eda ho white sa no so ensuo na eda ho sa no kakraka afram ensuo no kwa de ko sa side ono but akutaye more President John Dramani Mahama abaso yeti ya say na emra Cote d'Ivoire misi Cote d'Ivoire Burkina Faso be ka say omomfa jene yi meyi ye nyina ye nsu no gugem say jene ebe shoto jene ba be shoto and tomatoes akuta o say start bibi o say ye start bibi si ye try to so sa say ye twen se Burkina Faso ne bedua ntoza me yenye bia di Burkina Faso ne bedua jene ame yenye bia di wabra mi so kete akumare tomatoes yakane sa na no kra no there's this gentleman obesra ye wi show no so no ka kire say okosirema into sa omodono but then one say ye ka ne de bibia kwakowie bokina ne ade but ye certain places say osiremu a omoso omodon toast ni jene no all seasons omo communities na bia ye omo dams omo ede yes adewe akuta o se start free baby wom se bed de ye nya ne sane yesi epene de but o se start free baby president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo Addo time me kai se obesisi sa your friend say the omo de best store is it's a one district one warehouse so say silo CB omo bie ba ku bia no wa adwira
me kai
omo bie ba ku bia no e wa adwira omukofa they planting for food and jobs and they planting for one bebrebe ebae akuta yen start na yenye bibi ne ehunu se baby a ye keka kɔ no yentimi mfie ni nkonkoto oman bi so mane behodi yen into ransom say me mmerɛ untos me mmerɛ ujeni na se nyina yensa eguyeti at least I say start bibi we so a akoba se obokom na akota businessman bi esoso ti baby ono no sa de we ya president eba be ye say ya ni business ebe say enti no mso so mo na machira wo mo elobinom ni ade a ba se ne esitie bia no akota se ne ya magana ye importation of rice yetima ya tete so amene Ghana ye consume about 50% of yankase mo as against 50% ebia ye kra edeba ye betima kwa ne akwakoduru a certain point sa jenene entos ya yesu hu ye bekwakoduru a certain point ebia about 50% ya na ye be produce ya de na the other 50% no so se ye kofra ye kokra free eye Burkina ne Cote d'Ivoire no de ba be support a eno so yakwakoye ne sa ye tretre to so sa hwese ase obi na enkodua bibi utie kra se ye se Burkina de ne aduane wum Ghana de ne ensuo doso me wa akota ye crop research institute of Musa
ade na ye de aduane ntim
no mo say enchempo na say
yes ye no Burkina for any different research anya crop research institute
no distance near there
akuta distance near asase no
ye cry Buhari be fa Ghana ni
mo agronomist
professor eden ko Nigeria ne what me ama omo sustaining omo rice production why do we always play the market agro we ni so you bibia bi na asaya na decision making no eni nipa no be make sa decision no so no and dem o de beto to akwan so akota ye kan wan we amanfo be kwa koye investment wum o makoye investment o mo nim say a directive from the president no ma ban necessary ebi ni one district one factory asema ne ye ka ho asemi se mi nya resemu kokoye bi enene aban bi aba no se watwam a akuta aba me investment a locking nti do ba bia next time no koka bibia mo se nipa ne hwedi na me mfam sika
akoye no asa aban ne consistency aban ne se me interested bi o na nipa no akoka mfimfi nyame ampata na ebia efie bi ekwakobo eti at least omo ye make sure say enema ne bi wono ma ye be sustain ye betima ye but politicians no omo interest na kote ni say so no me amakuani na ono no kwa akoye bie no mama ne mrengu te se ne ne adwira ye so ko no ma ye si aburo bag atete abedu se 400 series so se 500 series and so kwa omunya atofo
bro beans any those cereals ne be
eguho omunya atofo enti se me akuani a
next year say afuwe am hwe ya dipa bebre aburo omo no eti de beba no se kakra na wo no ne bo be sa
shutu enti me amakuafo no so akonta ombekọ into this modern agriculture ne ade me am so mo mbrengu government ne do ba bia na no metesa president a direct bafa stock for say omonkototo se ebro se emo no ss na akeka no akoto de me see secondary school se wo Ghana nko a yemfa enye market emasa pharmacy ene omo yesa small productions ne kakran no sanya secondary schools in the government ene control enuane a omudi on go wo aban no una woto edema omo efri na ko mamunto tomatoes free tin tomatoes ne de bia mamunto bi ne momunto free Ghana for no eho no a akota definitely will create market de ama anipa na oyesa de no akota omote na eja duru ba bia businessmen ni bisusu omo kofa niama we banakota politicians no omo sponsor omo no omo sponsor wo ko parliamentary elections no mo ɔkɔɔ ho Emma woman pick up bako Emma den na fe me oba
no so man nya baby eda no
di protecting me business
agree
eno no
agree ni nya no nanka Ghana ye betimi na ye wo almost 14 companies or more lifted oil and gas as at the time at MPP for na ko drew by 31
from 14 to 31
Your mama buy minim de akodro minim wo so ayi o mafrim dan NDC
ebi baba be ka
ko shem ye ayi bi afrim
ni nyina ye petrol
teaming and leading
also the akota petrol na nyaka o
substitution by
na tema oil refinery aba be yadwuma
thank you
because
40% here omo so omo refining
obi go food den
obi ejo because unim storage at tema refinery e ho no omo kofa ayi na omo de be go eje say ono no watch 40%.
Oh na o left away no uni storage facility. O sa so de ba begu aban
dem no matia. No wasa na body baby aho. Ejuma o ye pan say ono no wo kofa bra na enye to kakra ni.
Na de fa begu ye tanks ni. Be store na me hwema o.
Say ejuma obetima yo. Animguasia na to tamari fan.
Say trace you can ejuma fo bebre.
Ejuma na animguasia na to tamari fan. I'm praying say betimi adru 80%.
I do 80% sen ko my
na go tell 40 no kura say ya. So mu jama na ya.
Enema bebre na besa.
Ya bebre na besa. Enema bebre na besa. So 40 ni pepe 40 kura say ya.
Typical example Dangote refinery. Or the refinery ni be 200. First I know mu ye politicians been person be ya. Omanhene nyina ni media no sorry gina he. When was 2 years in what is here say
Nigeria say Nigeria petrol short to omu queue
and a petrol ni board no
omaya to petrol bebre na Nigeria for
salary gallon
filling station
Dangote refinery Africa started in Nigeria. Our refine about 30% or so of Nigerian crude. What is it Nigeria for say omuni petrol bill.
Africa
initiative but politicians wanted to sabotage him.
Obi interest
people, yes.
Obi interest.
Na Tatawale ne ayi de na akosi say.
Only stone boy. Legend of Mabum.
Na bomu no me ase nse da nya yi. Yes
legend I say.
No cross stone boy ka say Asante Kotoko and house can never be one.
Yeah. I say Eja rivalry be them. But any healthy one.
But any healthy rivalry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then be ma kama ina kama.
Okay.
Competition I kama. Akoba stone boy any wale abuma. Bi enye de bi. What I say? When nkofo a we nkofo ha.
But then this say ento.
Obi ani do obi atem.
Okay.
Sana stone kan.
Okay.
But unse wale dey as we yi na kon mu fan ana obam.
Shatawale hagi ne dey.
Stone boy ni pa bi a legend akwana adwin papa head ni tum sa
bajo bim for no bim nation for no no but onima there
yeah SM for no
I didn't like one thing about Stonebwoy when he said president see him wanya you want to go to prison.
Yes.
For me it was uncalled.
Yes, needless
because yes, president requested someone when you hack. You don't need to go to the mic and say, if the president says hack, do you want to go to jail? And the lady by name Bella Mundi was like, so you're hacking because of the president? Was yes. No.
That's a Stonebwoy or pre.
And yes, a Stonebwoy pre. They also so can answer we SM. We are also a job,
football.
Yeah, but the Bia will say
that. And a Stonebwoy buy.
On the Bim Nation for be free.
Legend. Not Mumbam. What lay but you say, what you be a
Kuku aye Bim. Or Simon can't just say very
careful.
But who said when you see the demeanor and the position of Shatta, it was one of a free spirit. But I say Stonebwoy Estefado.
I would say wale na yobia by nature oye opagro like oye the free type no. So they over omumi no
they all have their individual difference.
So one there.
But maybe the bottom line is Sa ade no mo ye na efe.
Nefe.
But the issue
But
of
no
president
kesi wa.
President
No sen kesi wa.
My shut who know say one the king.
Yeah, that's okay. Yes.
And we can't take that away from me. Shatta Wale, I will always respect him for this.
Hey.
That the Lumba Mubonyum, could be Mubonyum. He made the showbiz industry become.
He brought the business part
aspect of the show.
Oh yes.
What him tell me say command across me for si kamema.
I on per.
Say nyuma obo ni papi imponti asi abrahala peti asi Shatta Wale. In the Shatta Wale they mean for me the wa a nyum tomu dignity abeban kasa. And you know Stonebwoy but me the music just for that media hype no na why say na Shatta there why
you obi obuade.
Why
Stonebwoy no national music afo ye program bi okoje mic ko say ye woni paminu e showbiz industry ni na ba ko de ono as obuade wonye kekakeka ana ba ko say no ho say won de o kekakeka eni ade wonye hambo
because you want
hype it's about showbiz wo beja but it is selling them
let them money wo mudi gina ho money wo mudi say Wale di bibi ache
but akweta Wale so no ho ye nyina ye SM ye penasem but the outfit on so the call ho no many anye ho akweta
this is a musician
akweta it's true it's true so the
Stonebwoy comes out with suit.
Yes.
Shatta is not a suit guy.
But one day
Edu maybe o suit.
Oh,
I'm peli your mama no suit.
don't say suit.
No, say simple outfit. This is okay. This is a sporting activity. Anything there's just Stonebwoy na idea.
Sporting activity na bia na Stonebwoy. It looks more like a sporty.
Very good.
Yes.
Shatta Wale dey see a sporting because us a track.
Shatta Shatta dey na sporty bro so do.
Football. Anya football.
Occasional president Chateau Safro, the first gentleman of the land.
President na no in suit.
Metiase. But now president is it Fuguana?
Also African prince. Enti Shatta Wale dey na she no. Eh sporting.
Akuta den ka list ko nye no
ya me no nya dwene ta.
Oh akuta.
She atade na she no. Eh sporting.
Pillover was a
sporting. I'm friend say
at him back.
That's it. At my back. Neka Shatta.
It's nice.
Shatta ya feeling no. Ya do back. Akutaka onye ye kakra.
Ya oni asem ya.
Oh akuta.
Ya jaja.
Dem call for me say ye cross sports.
Ma say sports.
It's time for sports.
Enran yaje camp.
Ask na betuma call trophless.
Carabao Cup share no asa league yen share no.
Legend no dey oye never two team nim.
No, David. Me just say Carabao Cup be mo ye na si.
Legend. Aka 6 points o.
And I says
9. But City for no game. Omo win aka.
Enya hwe na dia na Chelsea City be win. Obetima draw. Omo so omo draw no omo draw.
Oye ne betuma ba o.
Oh ye ne bi ansi.
Oye ne betuma ba.
Nothing could be.
Arsenal team Legend omo nya is how.
Nothing could be.
Quadruple no
I can't trouble.
I can't trouble.
Ebetima ka symbol. Symbol crab ebetima be but the bottom line is Arsenal is winning the league this season. Like it or not.
O team has so we can quench your momo sapa.
Yes sir.
Say Kotoko Beda say 3. It has that say.
Almost that 4.
Mo
Just say
bon bro ni bi ba no see e jai boa.
Just say has Kotoko etime da has enim no. Has
I know. Hey. Na
right oh.
Akuta Kotoko lusu bebrebe nyina no. Has entiman ko be bia.
What am brand try.
UG stadium akọ.
Hello. It's time for sports.
Kotoko da number 3. And has that say. It has omubo bebrebe ana Kotoko lusu nyina mo entiman nya we.
Omubo bebrebe na Kotoko da dem.
There is a Kotoko. Yeah, the fan say ni nyasa.
The same points on.
At the same points. And I'm going to go back.
It must say ya ko bo bebrebe nyina.
Musu wi ye bebrebe ni.
Hwe ya sa say goals.
32 wine. Hey. Be sports.
Has no one says.
And now has it me da Kotoko da has enim dia has asa.
Yene
na aka se Kotoko asa.
Yene media manu go.
Na kai.
Nanu say me.
Be sports.
Enro Kotoko say.
Be say ma sorry.
Mo grant me interview bi.
Ade.
Enro mo nim was stadium.
Ade.
Amo say mo me kra.
Ade.
O me nim de maye.
Omo say mo.
Oh ya me koye interview.
Oh, no, almost so there, no.
Minales menu, Kodoko, Metro, Bakumbai. Don't grant to interview, don't grant him interview.
Ade.
Then my emo.
Oh.
I want to penocro, Kotoko.
I don't get it.
Kotoko.
Has penokre.
Has the Ben, I got your sober.
Echira oba
Yeah, come on, has the Ben or Abono.
Akota echira oba.
Be Kotoko.
Has
penocre back to say.
Has player no say buta na tete na ka kire na one farmer no. Echira de buy ne Kotoko for no be kasa bibia be kama.
Yes, sir. I was from right to this muscle, but yeah, Daniel home right.